And we are live tonight from the Outer Rim in what is another gorgeous night. Welcome back to the hall, everyone. And Cubs, there's no picture of you here. What's going on, man? Where are you?
I don't know what's going on. I got so sunburnt in the San Diego sun that I have to hide myself.
Oh, man, nothing like the San Diego sun. Cubs is coming to us from San Diego. He's right outside the San Diego airport, so he just told me there could be planes flying overhead. Is this correct, Cubs?
There could be. Yeah, we do apologize. No video today. I'm on vacation with the family, and I'm taking a break from everything YouTube. But I'll tell you what, guys, we don't miss Rogue Actions for nothing. So we're doing Rogue Actions still.
Right.
Even through bad audio quality through my AirPods.
Oh, no, you're great, man. You're great. We got you turned up. You're nice and loud. Cubs, all right. You guys know the drill. There's going to be 2 videos for this whole thing. One on my channel, one on Cubs' channel. 3 topics on each. You want the full video, you got to go like and subscribe to both. Cubs, are you ready for some Rogue Actions?
You know, I'm amped for Rogue Actions because I'm hearing some positivity, some zest in your voice and your tone right now. So let's go, man.
It's been a good week for me in
this
this
my boy
game.
Back?
It's been a good week. Okay, so that is the first topic right here I have on my list here is community. So you guys know a couple of weeks I announced that I'd be quitting the game. I said I was going to give it 2 months, and a lot of people reached out, a lot of thoughtful comments, and a lot of amazing things. And I kind of went through this weird internal exercise of why am I kind of punishing the community for my just dissatisfaction with Capital Games and everything else. It's not like I have something I can just go right to. Marvel Strike Force, as much as I want that to be my game, if Cubs, you and I both know, if you're not in at the beginning of these games, it's very hard to make that move, right?
Very challenging. Impossible, but very challenging.
We saw Micro do it with this game, with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Anyways, long story short, I've had 3 amazing streams. Just not even monetarily, just community commitment and just having fun. And I had a good conversation with a good friend of mine, and he kind of got my head right about the whole thing. It's just like, don't check out on everyone. You said you were going to give it time. Give it time. And, you don't have to deal in ultimatums, right? As only Sith deals in ultimatums, right? Like, you don't have to delete your mods. You don't have to do any of that. If you're just not having fun, you can just fade away for a little bit. And then if it comes back, it comes back. But I recommitted myself to having fun with my community in my hall, and it's been nothing but great.
Here's our first plane joining us. Are you getting a good look at that?
Oh, yeah, I hear it, man. I hear it. It's amazing.
It's a big 747 coming right out. Anyway, yeah, man. So I am beyond hyped that this is the conclusion you're coming to, because I think something that I guess you were in a bad place, right, with the game and everything, and with Capital Games, and freaking. If anybody gets that, I do, brother. Like, I totally get that. But to me, recently I've kind of come to this conclusion myself. I hope you're going for the same direction right now, where there's this big solid line that separates the community that plays this game and the game itself that I love and enjoy, and the development studio and their decisions. Right. And the development studio and the decisions they're making suck in a lot of cases. We've had a couple recent things that I've actually been pretty okay with, like the Vader rework. I actually like Jedi Luke, but a lot of that other stuff, the fiasco with Arnold, wasn't handled very well. The cheating stuff that they're just refusing to address, that I still think is a very big issue. The lack of content, the lack of communication, all these things are a big issue. But Grand Arena is still fun, and this community is still the best gaming community I've ever been a part of. And so this is something I try to tell people, because when I get happy and positive about the game, and especially recently when I, sunsetted my free-to-play pledge, I have people say, wow, you forget about all this crap that CG did, and you guys don't care about all the stuff that they've done. I'm like, no, I do care about it. I can just separate that from my enjoyment of the game. And so I hope you reach a point where you're able to do that. It sounds like you're going that direction more. So I applaud you for it, and I think the hall does too.
Yeah, big shout out to the hall. 3 great Grand Arena streams this week, and Guys, I'm listening. I can't promise anything. All I can tell you is, Star Wars Squadrons is going to be my main priority. But if Squadrons just doesn't scratch the itch or doesn't fulfill the community need that I'm going to need from you guys, then we got let's switch Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And I'm having fun again. I did. Let's take it to the next point here, Cubs. I Relic 7 my Jedi Knight Luke today. And he is a spicy boy. Let me tell you, this guy single-handedly won a couple of Grand Arena matches this week. Very fun times with him. Dope. And a lot of people that reached out to me when I mentioned that I was quitting. They're like, yo, you got Luke. You got an ace in the hole here. Like, are you sure you want to walk at this point? So now that I've gotten him to R7, I got that painful process done. It's kind of exciting. So I guess my thought to you is, I don't know if people within your community have reached out, and if you guys have comps below that involve Luke that can take down GL Ray, I want to know them. I'm willing to explore anything. I know a lot of people are doing it with Vader, obviously the other Galactic Legend in Kylo, but have you heard of any comps with Luke? And right now I'm like running him with like a Jedi Knight Revan lead. And it seems like it does better than Luke lead. Luke lead seems a little bit underpowered, but Jedi Knight Revan lead with that additional speed and offense seems pretty strong. Have you heard anything about running Luke, and what comps have you heard about, Cubs?
Yeah, so let me give you a name. I'm gonna make a referral. Everyone out there needs to know this name. His name is Kiowe. He's a smaller Galaxy of Heroes creator, and he is a Jedi Luke enthusiast.
Okay.
And he's put out several videos on Jedi Luke and Jedi Luke dismantling Rey teams in particular, and even Galactic Legend Kylo teams. Our boy Ian, he's done a video on the subject too. Kiowe has done several in particular, and so he's somebody that I think everyone should check out if they want to do that. I'm not remembering the comps off the top of my head right now. It's been one of those things that I saw and I went, okay, that's great. I'll remember this when I get him next time he comes around. But for now, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But anybody who asks this question, I forward them to him. So I would check that out.
Yeah, so I looked at the top of my arena. I saw some weird stuff. I saw stuff with Salbar in it.
I saw some weird stuff.
Yeah, I saw. There's a comp where you can run the Grandmaster Hermit Yoda. You can run him in there. A lot of it is with Sky Guy or with Gas, and a lot of it is either Hermit Yoda and then there's Watt. I've seen a comp with Watt. So you're just moving like weapon tech over to him or Gas.
That bastard's everywhere, man. Watt is freaking everywhere.
I
dude.
love him. I'm working on him right now. He's one of my passion projects right now. I love Watt. I'm taking him all the way to R7. He's fantastic. He's so cool.
He's a dirty man. And when you take him to Relic, people underestimate how good Watt is at Relic because they just think, the utility's there whether he's at Relic or not, right? But I think a big thing that people discount is his survivability. Like when you put him as a Relic character in a Grievous team, for example, and because part of what you need to do when you face Grievous and Watt is you got to get Watt out ASAP because he's going to revive and then go for B2. And if Watt is Relic, he takes a long time to get through, and you might be dead before you get both Watt and B2 out of there. So yeah, that's a good idea to Relic him, man. I want to Relic him too.
Yeah, he's just like the best character, just all around character we've had in so long. And it's like you don't even mind Relicing those guys because it's just super awesome. I was looking at Clash's team. I don't want to say Clash. Clash is in my arena shard, and he runs Relic man. Watt, and I'm like, oh, you dirty boy, you.
You got that animal in your shard?
Yeah. That's how I met Clash. Like we were
one of the OG madmans. Like he's just an absolute mad lad, dude.
Yeah, he's fantastic. We love him. All right, we're gonna turn the page here. We're gonna talk about our last topic from my video, and that is C-3PO. Cubs, I don't know if you saw the tweet that came out. It was Anthony Daniels. I'm gonna read the quote. I'm gonna read the tweet to you. A joy to spend time with the Galaxy of Heroes team from Capital Games and EA. Creative minds thinking alike. All big Star Wars fans. 3PO is a rather proud to be part of Galaxy of Heroes. So am I. Nobody had to wear a mask to meet up. Even me, for once. Who would have ever thought Zoom? Yeah, there you go. So it looks like Anthony Daniels met up with Capital Games. What do you have to think about this? I've got thoughts, but interesting to see.
Yeah, very much so. So I think it means nothing. This is my personal feeling, that we've already seen what he met up with them for, and he was embargoed, and he just didn't tweet about it until now. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because it'd be cool to see something else with C-3PO. But if you noticed in the Jedi Luke event, C-3PO had a bunch of new lines of dialogue.
You never heard them. Event. No one had heard those. I remember playing that event. We never heard them. I played that event. Yeah. I'm like, I know every piece of like dialogue this guy's ever said. I've never heard these lines.
Yeah, exactly. And so I thought right away, oh my gosh, that's new dialogue for the game. What I didn't think when I heard it was that, oh, that's clearly Anthony Daniels. I just thought they probably got something that sounds kind of like it. And so what I would guess is they brought him in for the Jedi Luke event. He wasn't able to tweet about it until after the event. He's just getting around to his tweet a little bit late, but it could be something else. I
mean, I think the wild speculation here, if you want to get crazy with it, is that maybe we're going to see some sort of new 3PO. Maybe it's the Red Arm 3PO. I know I saw Arnold's thumbnail, and I think he was alluding to that. Maybe that's about.
You saw the thumbnail.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit of a stretch, right? Like we can't imagine like that they have already pretty much mastered 3PO. I don't know how they would change him. And I agree. It just makes too much sense with those new lines of dialogue we heard, unless that was just like stuff they didn't use from any of the three trilogies. Then it could be, but I just doubt it, man. It just seems too convenient and makes too much sense that he would tweet this now.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's just that old dialogue that he recorded for the Jedi Luke event. It's still pretty close proximity, stuff like that. They probably do a while in advance, and he just might have forgot about it. Oh yeah, now I can talk about that. Yeah. I'm gonna make a tweet about that now. What I really don't think is, because they clearly brought somebody in for new dialogue for that event. Now he's tweeted about it. We can only assume it was him back then. So if there was something else, like why would he be tweeting now about that with something else coming?
It was too spot on.
Did he do two things? I bet so much money that it was just the Jedi Luke event.
Yeah, I agree, man. It was it was clearly Anthony Daniels. I mean, he's one of a kind. I don't know how many people can do a C-3PO voice. Like, it's just too perfect. All right, guys. Legend. All right, we're going to keep it rolling here. We've got 3 more topics over on Cubs' channel. We'll see you over there. I'm issuing the evacuation code signal.
See y'all.